What's up, guys? Today we're coming at you with a coffee time discussion on All Eyes Phantom Dragon. Before we get into this discussion video, if you haven't already and you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Also be sure to leave a like and leave a comment down in the comment section below. That way we get the insight that we need. That way we can help you guys the best that we can. So let's jump into this and let's see what we're coming at you with. Okay, guys, we have our All Eyes Phantom Dragon. It was just recently released out, and this is not really the support that we all wanted for Odd Eyes. We kind of thought we'd get a little something a little different, but this is what we given for the moment in time. But let's look into this. The first thing that a lot of people are just going to look this off and just consider it a no good card. But let's look in depth at the card and see what it really is, and take it for what it is and see what advantages it can be used for the deck and how we can use it in some benefiting ways. So first thing we're going to do, let's look at the Pendulum effect. Once per turn, at the end of the damage step, if your Dragon Pendulum monster attack your opponent's monster, you can activate this effect. It can attack again in a row. You cannot declare attacks the turn you activate this effect except with that monster. Okay, so something that is good about that effect, in my opinion, if you have two of these, you can easily OTK your opponent. To be able to get one of these on the board and to be able to make sure that your opponent is, they pretty much, it makes it a blackluster soldier pretty much. And that's something that is hard for most decks to get around anyway. Whenever you have Blackluster Soldier dropped on you, you're pretty much gonna end up getting OTK either way. So if you have this card in the pen scale and you have, let's say, a Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon out there, your Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon is gonna be able to attack. It's gonna hit that one monster. If they don't have another monster on the field, you can do a body shot straight to the Biscuit. If they have a monster, you can hit another monster. So that's something that can be very good for either clearing off the board or either being able to making sure that you can do some major damage to your opponent. Alright, so now that we got the Pendulum effect out of the way, let's look into the main monster effect and see what we got. Cannot be normal summon / set. Must be special summon from your hand or from your extra deck by attributing all monsters you control minimum 2, including a Dragon Pendulum monster. You can only special summon All Eyes Phantom Dragon once per turn this way. Once per turn during the damage calculation, if this card battles an opponent's monster, double this card's current attack until the end of the turn. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell or trap card or effect, quick effect, you can send one spell or trap you control to the graveyard to negate the activation. Okay, so if you have this guy, you meet the requirements, which is you're not going to be able to Monster Reborn this card if it's sent to the graveyard. So it's lost if it's not special summoned from either extra deck or from in your hand. So pretty much that's a really hard summoning condition either way. If you meet that requirement and get it on the field, this card can double its attack. So it's going to be 6,000 attack. That's good. The problem is making that requirement, because you'd be better off going into Electromite. Now, there are some circumstances, if you have this card in hand and you don't want to go into your Electromite place because you know it's going to get Effect Veiler, Ash, Ogre, whatever, this card could be a good alternative to go into. If you have two of these in your hand, what you could do is you could normal summon or special summon this one by using this 2 tributes, setting one in the pen scale. Use this effect for when it's attacking to double its attack to 6k. One in the pen scale is going to allow it to attack twice. So you're actually attacking for 12,000. If you have 2 of them in your pen scale, you're going to be able to attack with this thing 3 times. And like I said, that's a real secular closed environment type deal that you'd be doing that, but it is an option that you have. Now let's look into some cards that we could use to actually search this card out, get it into our hand as fast as possible. One way that we can use. We can use Melody of Awakening Dragon. It meets the requirements for it. It's going to be able to be similar to a Pendulum call for the dragons. We're just going to be able to get this card in the hand. If we have a Dark Worm, go ahead and send that Dark Worm. It's already going to meet the requirement for half of what you need for this. So that's very useful to us. Probably the problem with this is not searchable. Probably the easiest way to get it searched out would be the Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. Electromite is going to allow it to be able to be sent to the top of the extra deck. Then whenever you pop a card, just add it straight to hand. It's going to be kind of similar to the Soul Day play if you was playing Warriors. So that's something that you could use as an option if that was something that you wanted to use to play this card. But like I said, these are just options. Another good thing about this card is let's say you have your Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon in the pin scale, and then this card is on the field. One thing that you can do is if this card is in the pin scale, it's going to give your monster a 1200 attack point boost. This card will get that boost. It'll be 4,200. Then it can use this attack to make it up to 8,400. That could be something that you could want to do if you wanted to use the card also. Last thing that we're going to talk about is its effect to negate spell and trap cards. This is an effect that, you know, for most Odd Eyes decks is not going to be something that you're going to really want to use. Now, if you're putting this in the Pendulum Magicians and making it more of a All Eyes Phantom Dragon, just pure deck, it could be an option that you could do. Something that you could do is you could use your Star Pentagraph, or you could use your Time Pentagraph. These both could be sent off whenever you make that attack for that big push. Send one of these, your opponent activates an effect, you just negate the effect right there and just hit them right in the biscuit. That could be something you could use, especially considering you've done use the effects of these probably before you summoned something like this anyway. So that could be some option that you have. Another thing, if you was running more of a casual build of the Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, you could use Soul Pendulum. This is a good way to use Soul Pendulum in my opinion. You're gonna have to sack off all your monsters to summon him out. When you do that, if you have 3 counters on this, you can get an additional Pendulum Summon. And usually you're probably going to use your Pendulum Summon to get this guy out anyway. So that's going to be something as another alternative if you wanted to do something like that, just to put monsters on board. That could be very useful to you. The last card I'm going to talk about is if you're just playing Guard Dragons. You can use the World Legacy Guard Dragon. This would be a way that you could sack this off. It's not just sitting on the field after you use this effect. Also, too, you know, it's just another way to still have monsters that keep generating to the field. You can use your Dark Worm, especially summon back another low-level monster out of the graveyard, and this can still make plays from that. The main issue that I have with All Eyes Phantom Dragon is he's not going to be able to be special summoned by other ways, other than distributing off 2 monsters. Another thing is he's not searchable with the Odd Eyes. That's the biggest things that really hinder this guy in the deck for Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragons. Now, as a standalone card, if you wanted to run it in the Pendulum deck and build the Pendulum deck focused around him, he could be a good card. But guys, this is it for this video. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let us know what you think. Also, too, once again, if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and let us know any feedback that you have. This is Emmanuel from Team DBZ Biscuit. We're out.